All right, guys, this is Edgar Martinez again, Sheriff of Bear. He, as a necromancer, summons the victims of murderers back from the dead so they can get their revenge. Anyway, this build is proof that sometimes in Outlands, looking weak is your greatest strength. All right, guys, this is another suboptimal build, as Sure Shrimpington would probably put it. It focuses more on having fun and being ready for the actual game that we play more than just putting up power gaming numbers. So that being said, Edgar is the most useful guy around in many situations. First thing we want to look at is the Eldritch aspect. Eldritch is a great aspect for doing a PvP hybrid build for several reasons. First, you're getting Spirit Speak and Inscription bonuses. That means you can reduce Spirit Speak and Inscription and put those skill points into PvP skills like Wrestling and Magic Resist. Second thing is Wrestling and Magic Resist will give you a bonus to your mana refund numbers. With Eldritch, you're getting your mana refund max capped increased, which means that with your Eldritch aspect turned on, you're getting all the way up to like 59, 60% mana refund, which really helps you with DPS, considering you've got, Wrestling and Magic Resist that don't usually help you with DPS. You're getting at least something out of them, PVM. So Eldritch helps you do that. All right, you can see my skills here. Eval Magery at 100. I was going to do Meditation at 100, but with 84.6 resist, that gets me right up to the maximum mana refund cap, which right now is at 59%. So that's why you see it kind of moved around the way it is. Inscription 90, Spirit Speak 90. With the Eldritch aspect leveled up, I'm getting well over the 125 needed to cast Flame Strike with Scrolls and to have very strong pets. I wouldn't recommend going below 90 on Spirit Speak just because in PvP they can dispel your summons. So you want to have at least 90. I've got Necromancy at 80. That's just so that I can use the disease spells, both of them on the Necromancy Codex. And that means that I can use damage to these links in my chain, which gives me a huge amount of damage for spell damage. Meditation links, I started with 10 of those. Okay, then I went to the damage to disease. And then with the links that I've been getting lately, I've just been getting Spirit Speak and Inscription just so that it's getting back up to that full numbers for Spirit Speak and Inscription. But I've been doing this build since I had 12 links and it was effective back then. It's just getting more and more effective the more links I get. So as far as PvP, most PKs are going to come at you wrong. You've got some mummies up, you're a summoner, they're going to think you're easy. And you got to use that to your advantage. Don't run. You have summons. Try to get your summons onto the PK. And if he's casting spells, they're going to interrupt him. They're going to disrupt what he's doing. And as he tries to avoid them, you just kind of move back and forth in the same area to keep the mobs on him as he tries to get in range to attack you. And really, most of the time, he'll have to run. He's got to get out of there. So when that happens, just have your pets follow you again and just keep the pets near you. And they're basically like your melee damage. And as soon as they start landing some hits, that's when you want to start dropping combos on the PK. And it does work. I've killed so many PKs 1v1 for this guy because if you can cast telekinesis on yourself, these Alchemage PKs cannot beat this build at that point. They have to run 1v1. They just don't have enough power to kill you. And that happens, it happens every day. Like, I get attacked by PKs every day that try to drop a potion on me, can't do it. My pets start attacking them, and then they run. So this build is really good for that. Another thing this build is really good at is boss runs. He is just the most useful guy to have around a boss run. He's got pets that can tank. He does a decent amount of DPS, like maybe top third. And if you're playing during peak hours and PKs show up, he's the first guy you want around, because I can keep my pets on the boss and start resisting, the PKs that attack the boss run, or, or use the pets on them on the PKs. But the point is, he can go from thing to thing flawlessly. And I just found that to be so much more fun than having, a full PvP or a full PvM build. He's just ready to play the game no matter what happens. Thanks for considering this build. If I've only been playing the game for like a year and a half. If any of you have any comments or suggestions for this build, I would love to hear them. I would love to see how I could improve it. So, thank you.